How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Just Nobody's podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm your host, Daniel.
And today we're doing a podcast.
Woo!
If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and hit the like button. It's the one with the thumb going up. If you hit the like button, the crush you have
Whoa.
will like you back.
Dang.
Why not?
Why not?
You know why?
Why?
Science fact. You put out positivity. You are a product of your environment, right?
Oh.
You be positive. People see you as positive. You know, maybe they treat you a little nicer.
Wow.
I don't know. That could be bad
That got
advice.
kind of deep. That was like, that's a good
Anyways,
meaning.
hit the like button and also comment what you guys want us to talk about next week. As you guys are going to see throughout this video, we took your suggestions from last week and we're talking about it this week. So without further ado, let's get into the podcast.
Woo! So this past week, I had the honor and privilege to go to Sundance. Thank you so much, TikTok, for having me. This was honestly one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. It is so cool just to go to a festival where all you get to do is watch movies.
It's a dream come true. I mean, growing up, we've heard a lot about Sundance. Never had the opportunity to ever purchase a ticket or go because it's in Utah.
Yeah.
It is very expensive to go and it is very exclusive.
Right. We did a video on TikTok where I talked about the top 5 movies to look out for.
Yeah.
Now, one of the movies I got to see was called Freaky Tales, and Pedro Pascal, Jay Ellis, a lot of other stars are in this. Normani made her acting debut.
Yeah.
This was actually a really good movie. So it's like an 80s movie based in Oakland, and it's like it has like a very 80s film feel to it.
Yeah.
The way they did the story is very well done. They did 4 different stories all in one movie, and it's from different perspectives of each story, but all of them intertwine into the same story.
It kind of reminded me of like a Quentin Tarantino movie where there's like multiple characters,
Yeah.
right? But they all have individual stories
Right.
and they intertwine, and at the end it all comes together.
Yes. And then another movie I saw was A Different Man, Sebastian Stan. Now, this movie had a lot of hype behind it. I think it definitely met the hype because this movie was really good. It's kind of defined as like a horror movie in a way, but I don't think it's horror. It's more like a drama thriller, but it's really good. So it's about like an actor named Edward, or he's an aspiring actor, and he goes under a medical transformation that gives him like his dream appearance, which is Sebastian Stan, and then it takes a turn for the worst. Just doesn't go well. And then he becomes like obsessed with getting the life back he once had.
Really?
Yeah.
It is one of those movies where like I saw like images for it
Yeah.
and I couldn't tell you what it was about, you know?
Right.
But from what you've explained to me, it does seem pretty intense.
Yeah. Another movie was A Real Pain, which is directed by Jesse Eisenberg and starring Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. Now, in this movie, there's a lot of good humor, right? I think Kieran Culkin was super funny. I was actually laughing out loud, and I saw this movie by myself, so I'm sitting there by myself laughing. Okay, and it was actually a really good movie. There's a lot of humor, a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this movie was really well done. Kieran Culkin, though, his performance was really good. Jesse Eisenberg is a great actor, right?
Yeah.
He did really well, but Kieran Culkin knocked it out of the park.
And he just won a Golden Globe recently, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Be on the watch for Kieran Culkin
Yeah.
because he's killing it.
he's going to be on Oscar watch.
Another movie I saw was Hitman. This was my personal favorite movie of Sundance that I got to see. This is Glenn Powell, Richard Linklater. This movie was really good. So it's based on a true story about a guy named Gary who actually worked for a police station, but he was also a professor. But part-time, he worked for a police station and he would work as a fake hitman. And he would basically get people to hire him as a hitman and they would arrest that person on the spot.
It's basically like he would lure someone in and be like, hey, you know, I know you don't like that person.
Yeah.
I'll take him out for you. You want me to do it?
Yeah,
And
and
they
he-
go like, I guess. Well, you're going to jail now.
Exactly. And then he falls in love with this girl and they go through this whole crazy experience together. But yeah, it is crazy because it's based on a true story.
To think that there's actually a person out there that was doing that.
Yeah, but there was a sequence in this movie that was like, whoa, this is an award-winning sequence. Like, that was really good. When that sequence happened in the movie, everybody started cheering.
Really?
So there's a scene in the movie, right, where everybody just started cheering because of how good it was.
Are we talking like Avengers Endgame when all the people come from the portals cheering? Spider-Man No Way Home, Tobey Maguire?
No.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Okay.
But
But it's close.
It's close. It was a very good movie. And another movie that I didn't get to see, but I heard was amazing, is called It's What's Inside. Now, people are saying that this was like their favorite movie within the past few years. Like, that's insane. I think everybody needs to watch out for that movie because the reaction's really good for that movie. But the reactions were also equally as good for Hitman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Hitman, as of right now, Netflix owns it.
Netflix, yes.
It will be on Netflix in February.
June. So,
June?
Yeah. So it's going to be a while.
What the heck?
June.
Okay, so we got to wait till June.
Yeah. And then A Different Man is A24.
Okay, and when is that supposed to come out?
I'm not sure. All the movies I saw were amazing.
It sounds like it was a really good, good solid 5 films you just mentioned there.
Oh yeah, those are like top. I think it's What's Inside
Yeah.
was one of the highest. One of the highest rated at Sundance.
And it's a horror movie.
Okay, some people were saying it's horror, but it's more thriller because it's not like it's scary. There's just some jump scares, right?
I see.
But it's kind of like in A Different Man. There were some jump scares, but it's not like intentionally like scary, like horror movie.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Man, I hope one day I can go.
I know Ryan didn't get to go with me, but
No, but I do want to address this. I don't want like people thinking that, oh, like TikTok didn't let him go.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go.
yeah,
Due to a health condition, I couldn't go due to the altitude that Utah is at.
Yeah.
Because Park City,
very high.
very high, and it's like 8,000 and 9,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, for the first 2
Sky.
days, I was getting altitude sickness.
Yeah, and for me, I do get altitude sickness. So there's a combination of health reasons that weren't aligned, and that's why I couldn't go.
But I was super honored to be able to go. Thank you so much, TikTok, for having me. It was, oh my gosh, experience of a lifetime.
On to movie news. For those who do not know, our childhood show, our hero,
Whoa.
the man who taught us how to be
Whoa.
Whoa, I said the wrong person. I'm talking about Handy Mandy.
Wait,
Mandy.
what?
Okay, sorry. I meant to say Bob the Builder. Okay,
They
Bob
taught us how to be handy.
I thought I was being clever there. Bob the Builder, the show that we all loved growing up, is now being adapted into a live action film, and Anthony
Really?
Ramos from Transformers is going to be in it.
Is he going to be Bob?
I don't want to assume,
Oh,
but it sounds like he's going to be Bob.
wow.
Jennifer Lopez is apparently involved in the film too.
Bob's got a girl.
Bob's got a girl.
Wow.
So basically, from what I read, they're calling him Roberto,
Roberto. Okay.
and he's like AKA Bob.
Technically, Bob is like a short name for Robert.
And he travels to Puerto Rico for a major construction job and digs deeper into what it means to build.
Huh. Okay. Very Bob the Builder.
Very Bob the Builder.
Not Handy Manny.
Not Handy Manny. On to this next part of the podcast. I do want to talk about some of the Oscar snubs.
Oh.
Now,
whoa.
I would like to preface this, okay? I don't know like how you properly vote for the Oscars, right? In
Okay.
terms of like, I don't really know the criteria,
Right.
right? I know what I like.
Yeah.
I know what makes me be like, wow, that's a great movie. That's a great actor.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they go off their grading scale, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is no shade at anybody. I'm just going to talk about what's going on the internet right now. Basically, on the internet, a lot of people are saying there's a major Oscar snubs. So I'm just going to report to you guys as a journalist.
Yes.
It'd be my duty to explain
What are these titled
Right.
snubs?
Now, do I agree with them? I do not. But I'm going to read to you guys what is going on in the news right now.
Okay.
Okay. One of the biggest upsets for Best Actor was Leonardo DiCaprio
Mm.
and Zac Efron not being nominated.
Yes.
Now, Leonardo DiCaprio has an Oscar.
Right.
Zac Efron has never been nominated.
And he just got his Hollywood star.
I do feel like Zac Efron, that was a pretty interesting choice to not have him in the mix.
Yeah.
I think he did a pretty good job.
At least a nomination.
Yeah, at least give him a nomination. And another one, Greta Lee and Margot Robbie were not
Oh.
nominated as Best Actresses. Now, Past Lives, I enjoyed it. Many people liked it, and it's nominated for Best Film.
Mm-hmm.
Greta Lee, I feel like, deserves to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie obviously had a lot of hype behind Barbie.
Right.
Do I think her performance was outstanding? Do I think it was like crazy? I don't know, but I do feel at the very least she should have been nominated.
Yes.
I don't think that's a big ask for
Right.
what she was able to accomplish.
Yes.
Do I think other actresses had a better performance that year? Yes, but I do think
She deserves a nomination.
the nomination.
Yeah.
Priscilla and the Iron Claw got 0 nomination.
Wow.
And I have to say that is kind of shocking considering both films were very good. Both films, I feel, got the conversation around cinema. Like people were going to the theaters, people were raving about these movies. And that's where it's like so interesting to me. Like at what point, right, do critics of the Oscars look at like, oh, like this is really, the audiences love it.
Right.
But I get it. Like everyone's entitled to their own opinion and like they have their criteria,
Yeah.
which I don't know, but how they do it. But people are upset about that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Ooh.
was not nominated for Best Animated Film.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of shocking,
Yeah.
but I do feel that Across the Spider-Verse and The Boy and the
Boy and
Heron
Yeah.
they're gonna win. One of those
Right.
two are gonna
It's
win.
between those two. But right, it's like the whole Margot Robbie thing, right? There's better performances, but they're deserving of a nomination.
Yeah. I think the biggest upset for a lot of people was that Greta Gerwig wasn't nominated for Best Director. And I do think if there's one takeaway from the Barbie movie is that if there's someone that deserves a nomination, I do think it's Greta Gerwig.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was such a powerhouse behind getting this movie off the
Yes.
ground. I get Margot Robbie did a lot too, but Greta Gerwig, I believe, wrote the script,
Wow.
directed it, was really involved in the project from the very beginning. And without her, I don't think this would have really worked out the way it did.
Yeah.
She, at least, the very minimum, deserves
A
a nomination.
Right.
Do I think she's going to beat Christopher Nolan? Probably not. I
Yeah.
think Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, what it did, the drama, every cinematic shot that was filmed was so well done.
Yeah.
Barbie was great. There was a lot of innovation in how it was filmed, but I don't think it's going to outdo Oppenheimer. In my opinion, I feel
Right.
Oppenheimer is better.
Yeah.
And I do feel like Oppenheimer is the cinematography, everything behind the shots were way more impactful.
I agree.
Like from a director standpoint.
No. I totally understand that. Yeah. Something that I also want to talk about is we got some crazy show news.
Oh, this should be good.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh my gosh.
Wizards of Waverly Place is coming back.
I thought it was a prank. I honestly thought it was
I
a
did
prank.
too. So David Henry is going to be the main focus now, and it's going to be about his family. Selena Gomez is going to be making an appearance in the first episode, at least.
Is that what was said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
she's going to be in the first episode. Maybe she goes abroad or something. This is what it says the story will follow. It will follow Justin Henry as he forms a normal family outside of the magic following an incident at WizTech. So that's, I think, the school that they're a part of. And then a young wizard needing training shows up at his door, and he'll need to provide help if there's any hope in saving the wizard world. So that's a pretty big, significant plot.
Yeah.
The whole wizard world is at risk.
Is
And-
this on Disney Channel?
I'm not sure what platform it is.
I feel like knowing what platform it's going to be on really is telling of what demographic in terms of like age range this is going to be targeted towards, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's on Disney Plus, there's a chance that it might be a little more adult.
Right.
But Disney Channel, it's going to be kid.
Yeah.
Like kid.
I would
focused.
assume they would go Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think Disney Plus.
But it's just interesting how now David Henry's character is going to be having to do the training, and he's kind of taking the role of what his father had to do in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
Right? No magic. He has no magic, right? But he's going to have to teach.
That is interesting.
Selena Gomez, Alex Russo, she won the wizard competition.
Yeah.
Right? But David Henry, his character, Justin, was technically the more superior wizard
Yeah.
because he knew a lot more.
But I mean, it's Selena.
Yep.
Selena's going to win.
Yep.
A crazy thing that I saw in the news this week. There's this premier football team, right, which is soccer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe their team name is the Wolves. And what they do is when they have night games, they wear these sunglasses, right? These glasses that
Okay.
are called daylight glasses.
Yeah.
And it basically flashes light at their eyes, right?
Huh.
And it convinces their body that it's daylight.
What?
So what they're finding is the science behind this,
Yeah.
right? Is as the sun goes down,
Okay.
your body's slowly getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
So what it does is it kind of reverses the process to make them think it's earlier, right? So they have more energy when they have to play night games.
Wait, what? That's crazy. Wait, what kind of innovation is that?
Well,
Because-
it's nothing. It's honestly, it doesn't look like much, right? They just have like your glasses,
Yeah.
with a little light pointing at their eyes.
Huh.
But it is apparently working for them. A lot of case studies are finding that it does create more energy. It does convince the body to be a little more awake, and performance is
What
higher.
the heck?
Yeah.
It seems like people at like night jobs should wear those
Yeah.
or anything during nighttime that you want to stay awake for. It's like having natural caffeine,
Yeah.
right?
I thought it was really interesting when I saw it, and it was so cool to see that the whole team feels at work.
You could just use that even when you feel tired.
Yeah, like
right?
if anyone wants
Technically.
to do like any kind of like homework at night and it's late, you want
Yeah.
to stay up, study, whatever.
Dude, what the? Why aren't they selling that?
I think they are.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because man,
It seems like so like obvious, like, oh yeah, just turn on the lights, but apparently maybe it's a special type of light that's being hit.
and maybe having it like that close to your eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I saw footage of them eating. They're eating before the game. They're all wearing the glasses.
Interesting. I
But-
want to try those.
Yeah. I think it'd be really interesting to try it out and see if it really does make us feel a certain way. Another crazy news story that I saw. There was this like 30-year-old wife. Apparently her husband got caught cheating.
Okay.
She was not happy.
Right.
Rightfully so.
As one should
Right.
be. Yeah.
So apparently what she does is she gets a wedding picture on like their mantle, right?
Okay.
And she blows up his balls
What?
with this photo, like the frame.
What? Wait, what? Wait.
She hit him so hard in the area
Yeah.
that it blew up his balls.
Like they burst.
They burst.
I did not think he was going there. He's talking about there's a picture on the mantle, and wait. Oh my gosh.
She hit him so hard in the balls that it.
Both of them?
I don't know. They said balls plural.
So oh my gosh.
So he got no balls,
dude. So yeah, it's both of them.
Yeah.
She blew up both of them in one blow with the picture frame. That's crazy.
Moral of the story is don't cheat or don't have pictures laying around your house.
Probably should listen to the first one.
Yeah, listen to the first one.
Dude, that is so scary. That's crazy.
My thing is, like, if he had pants on, or like his sweatpants.
Yeah.
I've been kicked in the balls before. Like,
yeah.
Like, like just messing around. But like
just messing around, get kicked in the balls.
But like to think that someone could hit you that hard with pants on to blow your balls off.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. You gotta get kicked by like a horse or something. So moving on, another crazy movie news story is that Deadpool 3 is finished filming.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
For anyone who doesn't want to know about Deadpool 3. I get it. There's people out there that want to listen to this podcast, watch the podcast, but don't want any spoilers about Deadpool 3. So I'm giving you guys a fair warning that what I'm about to say is spoiler, and I don't want to ruin it for you. So just like,
That was a good warning.
So in Deadpool 3, they revealed that we're going to get Dogpool, and there's another variant of Deadpool where Ryan Reynolds has really long hair.
Yeah. And he has gold Desert Eagles.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am very excited for this film. I know that's just like obvious. Everyone's excited for it. But it is going to be interesting to see all these leaks that have been released. There's probably so much they're still holding back.
Oh my gosh. I think it's going to be crazy. Like, it is going to be like nothing we've ever seen.
There's speculation that Ghost Rider will be in the movie.
Really?
And it kind of makes sense, right? If they're bringing back Fox properties because, Nicolas Cage was Ghost Rider in the Fox universe, technically. I believe it was Fox. Makes sense.
Oof, that's going to be crazy.
Some people are saying, though, that it could be like a true multiverse film and like the Justice League might be in it.
Wait, what?
Like Warner Brothers characters might be in it.
Really?
And like Predator and Alien. Like it could get pretty crazy. Like they might utilize the true multiverse, not just Marvel.
Okay, if that happens, like movie of the year, movie of the century, man. What the heck? That would be crazy. For a Marvel movie to do all of that. It's a lot, though.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Also, there's rumors that for Spider-Man 4,
Uh-huh.
Sony really wants Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to return,
What?
like with Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But Kevin Feige's all about like, no, like we want to keep this film a little more grounded. Like we don't need to be doing all that
Right.
for Spider-Man 4. Like let's save it for like a bigger film.
Yeah.
But Sony's really going hard, wanting Tobey and Andrew back.
But see, how would they even do that? Like nobody knows Peter Parker anymore, right? How is Doctor Strange really going to give him access to the multiverse again? Or whoever it may be.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, that is a good point. But obviously they just want to repeat the No Way Home
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I do think it could be a smart move. It could be kind of like we're all expecting like, oh, no, it's like overdone. Like we got to savor those moments and like space them out. But it would be interesting to see like them just screw it. Let's just see what happens. Roll the dice. Let's have them come back and see what we can make out of it.
I just wonder, what would the story be? Would they come back into Tom's universe? Or would they have like almost like a shattered dimensions type of Madam Web sort of connection?
I think it has to do with Madam Web. I think they'll utilize that.
Oh.
Or maybe they use Across the Spider-Verse, right, or something.
Oh, that's true. Forgot about that. Because
Yeah,
Andrew was in that.
And there are devices that allow them to travel.
Oh.
So it's not just Doctor Strange anymore that
Right.
can help them.
Oh, you're so right.
Well, guys, if you made it this far on the podcast, thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also comment what movie or show or topic you want us to talk about next week. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok, and we'll see you guys next Sunday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
We'll see you on the TikTok.
God bless you guys. See ya.
Love ya.